My name is Bucky. I'm Bucky the Busker. My real name is Mike, but everyone calls me Bucky, so I just go by that. And a couple of years ago, or about maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I auditioned for the busking scheme to be a performer on the busking scheme. And a couple of months later, they sent me a letter. It was an acceptance letter disguised as a rejection letter. I read the whole thing. It was like, thank you for visiting us. Thank you for taking the time. And I know your time is valuable and that sort of thing. Thank you so much. And I thought, well, that's how a rejection letter starts. But at the very last line, they said, congratulations, you passed the audition. So I picked up my license, and this instrument is called a Chapman stick. They have about 5 or 6 different models. It's made out of Southern California. The guy's name is Emmett Chapman. That's why it's called the Chapman stick. So it's called basically a two-hand parallel tapping instrument. It's not really like a guitar because you only play it by tapping, and it's got bass strings and lead string. And my right hand plays the lead strings, and my left hand plays the bass strings. So it's a bit confusing at times, but it's a heck of a lot of fun to play. Well, I wouldn't call it a job. It doesn't actually bring in enough money to actually call it a job, but this is all I'm doing. I'm basically studying this instrument, sort of my self-study program, self-study scheme. Let's call it the self-study scheme. And in the last 4 years or so, I've put in 10,000 hours of practice on this instrument. Originally, I started busking in the underground, and I used to busk also in San Francisco. And I did it for fun. I did it for stage presence. I did it to meet people. I did it to enjoy the crowds that were coming around and that sort of thing. And I never thought that I would actually do it full time. But this underground busking scheme has actually given me the opportunity to actually plan out my day and actually say, well, I'm going to do 6 hours on this day, or 8 hours on this day, or 2 hours. And it's sort of a guaranteed time that we'd be able to play. Most important, I think, is the people that I see passing by. The little children that wave, and some of them are really kind of taken aback. What's this man doing here? What's this scary-looking man doing there with that crazy instrument? And then by the time they get about 30 feet away, they realize I waved at them, and then they start waving, and then they can't stop waving. And it's the cutest thing. There's a lot of just imbeciles out there. But you know what? I'd prefer the abuse to the blind ambivalence of some people walking by and just ignoring you. So I'd prefer to get abused than to have people ignore you. So in a sense, it's not bad. So you look at the bright side. Oh, geez, I make enough to buy rice and beans and the occasional can of beer. So it's not that much. I can't actually say. To be honest, I don't know. I know it's less than 100 pounds a week. I'm sure that. I guarantee that.